Have you ever wondered what happened to the lost city of Timbuktu? How did a city once so rich and powerful disappear off the face of the earth? Let's take a moment to explore this enigma. Once upon a time, Timbuktu was the jewel of the Sahara, a bustling hub of trade, intellect and culture. Located in what is now Mali, its streets were once lined with gold and its libraries filled with scholarly wisdom. It was a beacon, a testament to the heights that human civilization could reach. But as the centuries rolled by, the shining city began to fade. The once busy streets grew silent, the libraries emptied, and the gold vanished. By the time the 19th century dawned, Timbuktu was a shadow of its former glory. European explorers later stumbled upon its ruins, reigniting interest in its past. What led to the rise and fall of this once great city? Join me on this journey as we unravel the mystery of the rise and fall of Timbuktu. Timbuktu, a city that once stood as a beacon of wealth and knowledge in the heart of Africa. This was not always the case. Timbuktu's rise from a modest settlement to a bustling hub of trade and scholarship was no accident. Situated on the southern edge of the Sahara, Timbuktu's strategic location made it a natural crossroads for traders crossing the desert from the north and those coming up from the south with gold and ivory. This favorable position laid the foundation for its rise as a prosperous trade center. But it wasn't just about trade. Timbuktu was a city of ideas, a place where scholars from across the Islamic world gathered to exchange knowledge. The city was home to prestigious institutions of learning such as the Sankora Madrasa, which attracted scholars from as far as Egypt and Andalusia. Here the written word was held in high regard and books were often more valuable than gold. Timbuktu became a beacon of Islamic scholarship, its libraries brimming with thousands of manuscripts on subjects ranging from religion to astronomy, law to history and beyond. The city's golden age came under the rule of the Mali Empire in the 14th century. Mansa Musa, the legendary ruler, known for his extraordinary wealth, made an indelible mark on Timbuktu. He constructed grand mosques and schools, further enhancing its reputation as a center of both religious devotion and intellectual pursuit. One might say that Timbuktu was a city ahead of its time, a place where wealth was measured not just in gold, but in knowledge. A city that shone brightly against the backdrop of the vast Sahara, its influence reaching far beyond its desert confines. But as they say, what goes up must come down. So what led to the downfall of this once great city? The decline of Timbuktu was not a sudden event, but a slow and painful process. As the 17th century rolled in, the city's golden age began to wane. A combination of factors like shifting trade routes, political instability, and the decline of the Mali Empire all played their roles in this gradual downfall. First, let's talk about the shifting trade routes. For centuries, Timbuktu was a linchpin in the trans-Saharan trade, a beacon of prosperity that attracted merchants from distant lands. But as maritime trade grew in prominence, the trans-Saharan routes lost their charm. The city, once an indispensable hub, was now a bypassed relic. The wealth that once flowed into its coffers began to dry up, and the city's influence started to fade. Political instability was another nail in the coffin. As the Mali Empire's power dwindled, so did its ability to maintain order. The city was caught in a turbulent cycle of invasions and occupations, each time losing a bit more of its grandeur. The political turbulence made it unsafe, and many of its scholars and merchants fled, taking with them the intellectual and economic lifeblood of the city. The decline of the Mali Empire was the final blow. Once a mighty force that protected and nurtured Timbuktu, the empire was now a crumbling edifice. Without the empire's patronage, the city's institutions of learning started to deteriorate. The intellectual flame that had once burned so brightly in Timbuktu began to flicker and die out. As the city's wealth, stability and intellectual prowess faded, so did its allure. The elite who had once thrived here left, seeking better prospects elsewhere. What remained was a city that was a mere shadow of its former self, its once bustling streets now eerily quiet, its grandeur replaced by an air of desolation. But amidst this gloom, there was a flicker of hope. In the 19th century, European explorers and colonizers rediscovered Timbuktu. The stories of its past glories sparked their interest, and they set out to uncover its secrets. This renewed attention brought with it a glimmer of hope for revival. And so, as we delve deeper into the mystery of Timbuktu, we find a city that has witnessed the heights of glory and the depths of decline. A city that was once a beacon of learning and trade, only to be reduced to a forgotten relic. A city that was left to decay, only to be rediscovered and given a chance at revival. By the 19th century, Timbuktu was a shadow of its former self, largely forgotten by the world, or was it? As we peel back the layers of history, we find that Timbuktu's story is not one of simple decline and fall, but one of resilience and revival. A story that continues to unfold, even today. Stay tuned, because the tale of Timbuktu is far from over. Like, comment and subscribe. In the midst of oblivion, Timbuktu was rediscovered and its legacy brought back into the light. As the 19th century dawned, this forgotten city began to re-emerge, its once lost grandeur intriguing European explorers and colonizers. These adventurers, driven by curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, stumbled upon the remnants of a once thriving city, buried under layers of time. Their rediscovery sparked a renewed interest in Timbuktu's history and cultural significance. They were captivated by tales of its past glory, its role as a hub of trade and scholarship, its stunning architecture, and the mystery surrounding its decline. This renewed attention brought the city back into the world's consciousness, its story now a fascinating narrative of rise, fall, and rebirth. Yet, Timbuktu was more than just a relic of the past. It held lessons for the future. Its rich cultural heritage was recognized by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, better known as UNESCO. In the early 21st century, Timbuktu was declared a World Heritage Site, a testament to its historical and cultural significance. But recognition was only the first step. The real challenge lay in preserving this heritage and reviving Timbuktu's role as a center of learning and trade. Today, concerted efforts are underway to restore its ancient monuments, to protect its priceless manuscripts, and to revive its tradition of scholarship. These initiatives aim not only to safeguard Timbuktu's heritage, but also to rekindle its spirit, to breathe new life into this ancient city. If you're enjoying this journey through history, don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing narratives. Today, Timbuktu stands as a testament to the resilience of human civilization, a beacon of history that refuses to be extinguished. Its story is a powerful reminder of the cyclical nature of human history, of the rise and fall of civilizations, and of the enduring power of cultural heritage. It serves as a beacon, illuminating the path of human progress, and reminding us that even in the face of decline and oblivion, revival is possible. The story of Timbuktu is a tale of rise and fall, of glory and obscurity. But above all, it's a tale of resilience. The narrative we've woven together today is a testament to the enduring spirit of this remarkable city. Once a beacon of wealth and knowledge, Timbuktu was a hub of the trans-Saharan trade route, a bustling center of commerce, and a revered seat of Islamic scholarship. Its magnificent architecture bore witness to its prosperity. But as the centuries wore on, the city's star began to dim. The shift of trade routes, political instability, and the decline of the Mali Empire cast long shadows over the city, and by the 19th century, much of its former glory had faded. The city, once teeming with the elite, was largely abandoned, its splendor a mere echo of the past. But Timbuktu's story did not end there. European explorers and colonizers, drawn by tales of its former grandeur, rediscovered the city, sparking renewed interest in its history and cultural significance. This resurgence of interest brought Timbuktu back into the world's consciousness, and today it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a symbol of its past glory and a beacon of its enduring legacy. The city's resilience is evident in the ongoing efforts to preserve its rich heritage and to revive its role as a center of learning and trade. The legacy of Timbuktu is not just in its past, but in its future. In the knowledge it continues to impart, in the stories it continues to tell, and in the inspiration it continues to provide. As we delve into the mysteries of our past, we are reminded of the impermanence of glory, the resilience of cultures, and the enduring value of knowledge and learning. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and remember, the story of Timbuktu is but one of the countless untold tales that await our discovery. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing tales.